Okay, your 3 times of 5 plus 6, which is 3 times 11, which is 33, versus 3 times of 5 plus 6, then you do a rainbow method. Okay, then you notice over here, instead of just one letter, for example, A times your 9 plus 11, then you do your A times 9 and your A times 11. Instead of that, we now have 2 terms within the first bracket. But the idea is still the same. You take the 10, you multiply by 9, and that is found over here. Effectively, this action is actually just finding the area over here. Okay, then next, what else? We take the same 10, you multiply by 11 also, and that is found over here. We are adding them up. What are we doing? It is just this area. And then we've got 2 more areas. They are, so after we're done with your 10, right? 2 times already. We move on to the next term, which is your positive 6 times 9. It is found over here. This is the area for positive 6 times 9. And finally, the last one, positive 6 times 11. Found over here for the last square. Okay, so this is our expansion when it comes to 2 terms multiplied by another 2 terms. Okay, so to conclude, okay, so you need to fill in this blank over here. A plus B multiplied by X plus Y. Okay, instead of just numbers, we used, what was it in our example? We used 10 plus 6, 9 plus 11. 10 plus 6 times 9 plus 11. Instead of that, whatever the numbers they are. So let's generalize it to become A plus B times X plus Y. Keeping in mind that any one of them could be negative numbers also. So here we have our expansion. It goes like this: A times X, AX. Then take a look at the next one: A times Y plus AY. Followed by, let's go with another color, B times X, which is plus BX. And finally, B times Y plus BY. Oh, the purple looks the same as blue. Plus BY. Can remember this way of multiplying? Not difficult, it's just basically just multiply and add everything up. Okay, so instead of this rainbow method, there is also this idea called the multiplication frame. You don't need to know the name, but it is useful for you to be able to do multiplication this way. So let's take a look. This is our frame, like a picture frame. Okay, it is divided into 4 parts, and we have dimensions. We have the so-called the length by inverted commas, because length cannot be negative, but all these values, they could be negative. Okay, so this refers to the distance over here, distance, as well as distance. Okay, so to do this question, which is actually written as X plus Y on top, and over here this is your M plus N. We are actually trying to multiply them together. And in the first box, we are going to have M times X. Okay. In the second box, we have M times Y. Then here, the area over here will be N times X. This area over here will be N times Y. Keep in mind, some of them could be negative. They could very well turn out to be negative. Okay. So this is what we can use to help us for the expansion of X plus Y multiplied by M times N. So let's fill in the blank. Okay, the order doesn't matter as long as you get all the terms in. So I'll just follow the order on the right: mx, my, nx, ny. Then if you were to do the rainbow method, n times m, you will find it over here, n times, okay, oh sorry, x times m, x times m, x times n over here. The sign is important, yeah. Y times m, and finally y times n. So it's still the same. Up to you to choose the method. Okay, so let's do this together. Whether you want to use the multiplication frame or not is up to you. Since it is here, I will just demonstrate. X plus 2, positive x, positive 2, x plus 3. Whether you write the positive or not doesn't matter. So in this frame we have x times x square, x times positive 2. So this is a positive 2x. Whether you write the positive or not, the positive sign or not, doesn't matter. X times positive 3, so 3x. And here we have positive 6. So what is the total area? Which is what we are trying to find out. X plus 2, that is the length, multiplied by the breadth of x plus 3. So back to the question, x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 actually gives us x squared plus 2x plus 3x. That is a total of 5x. Then plus 6. That's it. Okay, now your turn. Try this question. Expand and simplify x minus 2. There's a minus sign this time. And then x plus 3. Don't worry too much about the minus sign. Just remember your basics. Positive times negative is negative. Positive times positive is positive. Negative times negative is positive still. Okay, so try it quickly. Then once done, check your answer with what I have on the screen. Part E. Okay, part E is slightly different now. We have 3 terms on the left in the left bracket, whereas there are 2 terms in the right bracket. It doesn't matter. The same idea still applies. 2t squared multiplied by 3t. So just carry on over here. We get 6t to the power of 3. Then take your 2t squared multiplied by negative 2, negative 4t squared. And next, negative 3t times 3t, we get negative 9t squared. Negative 3t times negative 2 plus 6t. And then the last term, we have positive 1 times 3t, positive 1 times negative 2. So plus 3t minus 2. And finally, add everything up. Compare the like terms. Okay, t cubed, only have one of it. So 6t cubed. T squared, I have 2 of them. So minus 13t squared. T terms plus 9t. And finally, minus 2. Can we do this with a multiplication frame? Yes, we can. So instead of 4 boxes, we're going to have 6 boxes. Okay, we got 3t minus 2, 2t squared, negative 3t, and positive 1. So same idea applies. Fill in the 6 boxes, you will get these 6 terms. Okay, then now for part F, G, and H, you can copy down the answers and no. Part F and G, copy down the final answer, try yourself at home. I will now move on to part H. Part H. Okay, so just copy the answer for F and G. Okay, who's not ready for me to start part H? Not ready. Good, since all are ready. Now this is another type of question. Instead of two brackets, two pairs of brackets, we see three pairs now. But it doesn't make things different. Okay, we can multiply two terms, we can easily multiply three terms. Just multiply two of them first, then multiply your result with the remaining pair of brackets. So let's focus on the first pair, over here. Okay, no, I changed my mind. Now let's focus on the last two pairs. Okay, so I'm going to deal with the square brackets first. So let's start. Some space. A plus B. I'm not touching that. I'm just keeping it there first. And then inside my square brackets, I have 2a times a, 2a squared. 2a times negative b minus 2ab. Negative b times a, negative ab. So we might tend to write negative ba because we are saying b times a. But I choose to put them in alphabetical order so that it's easier to see which are the like terms. Otherwise, it is fine writing ba. Just be careful when you compare the like terms. And the last term we have negative b times negative b, that is positive b squared. Okay, now at this point in time, you see that we have two pairs of brackets. Same idea applies. You go and expand. But if you do so, you will end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terms. Right? There are 8 multiplications. There will be 8 terms. So let's do a quick check. Are there any like terms in the bracket? Yeah, there are. We can actually combine these two. So if we do so, then we are left with 3 terms in this square bracket. Multiplied by the other 2 terms, then we end up with 6 terms only. Okay? So I would prefer to do that. So giving me a plus b in the bracket 2a squared minus 3ab plus b squared. Then you continue with your expansion. A times 2a squared, so that will be 2a cubed. A times negative 3ab minus 3a squared b. A times b squared, ab squared. So those are the first 3 terms. And then the next 3 terms, continue b times 2a squared plus 2a squared b. So you see, again we have like terms. Then b times your negative 3ab, so minus 3ab squared, again like terms. And finally b times b squared, so plus b cubed. So combine all your like terms together. 2a squared minus 3a squared b plus 2a squared b, so just negative a squared b. ab squared minus 3ab squared minus 2ab squared, and last one plus b cubed. And this will be the same. And so we are able to apply our expansion for quadratics. A times a, we get a squared. A times b plus ab. Then b times a plus ba, which is the same as ab. ab again. Then b plus b times b, we get another b squared. So this is the same as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? Are you surprised by this? Shouldn't be lah. Okay, but what does it mean in a drawing? So suppose this is length A, and over here we have length A also. So this is a square, right? But what we require is A plus B. So suppose this distance is your B. Then in the same way, this distance is also our B. So on one side I have A plus B. On the other side I also have A plus B. So I'm going to complete the rectangle. What do you see now? How many green rectangles are there? 2 of them. Are they identical? Yes. What are the areas of these 2 identical rectangles? What is this area? This one. AB, right? AB. What about over here? Also AB. What about this one? This black color square? A square. So A plus B times A plus B, we are going to have at least these 3 components. They are A square, AB, AB, as well as one missing square over here. What is the area of this missing square? B square. Okay, so draw it in B square. So can you see the A square plus 2AB plus B square now? Same over here. A square plus 2AB plus B square. You can either derive it, you can draw it, you can memorize it. This is one of the few things that I encourage you to memorize after you understand. Because then you will be able to skip this step and you can come to this instantly. So A plus B, close bracket, square. What is the answer? It is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Okay? So common mistakes when memorizing is leaving out the 2. Can you foresee that happening? Right? If I ask you to expand and then you just based on your memory, you may think that it is A square plus AB plus B square. But we can show in our rainbow method as well as in the diagram that is not correct. We need 2AB. So that is the common mistake. Don't make that mistake. Then in the same way, our A plus B times A minus B, we can also expand. Let's see what we get. A times A, we have A squared. A times negative B minus AB. Next, let's have a B times A. So positive AB. What do you notice now? What happened to the negative AB and the positive AB? They cancel, they disappear. It's going to disappear. Final term, B times negative B minus B squared. So in summary, this gives us A squared minus B squared. This is the other one that I encourage you to memorize after you understand it. Okay, A squared minus B squared is the same as A plus B, A minus B. In the same way, A plus B, A minus B is the same as A squared minus B squared. So here we have 2 of them. And we have one last one. The third relationship that you must know. A minus B squared. So A minus B times A minus B. Same thing, we have A squared, then minus AB, minus BA, which is the same as minus AB again, plus B squared. Because negative B times negative B gives us positive B squared. So this is A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. Okay, in the same way, there is a 2 over here. But this time it is a negative 2 because of this negative sign. So summary, you need to memorize this. Memorize this, which is the same as this. Then the next expansion over here, and the final expansion, A minus B squared, which is your A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. So then, the other common mistake, I just remembered. Another common mistake over here is that you put this positive B squared to become a negative B squared. That will be what happens if you memorize wrongly. Okay? So here is our summary. A plus B squared. Okay, so let's write it together. A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Memorize it. A minus B squared. That is the same A squared. But now it is minus 2AB And the final term is still the same, plus b squared. Okay, let me change the color over here. 2 positive 2ab. This is a positive 2ab, whereas this is a negative. Okay, see the difference and see the similarities. And then for the last one, we have totally different. Okay, at least the a square is the same, a square. Then the last one is totally different, change color, purple, minus b square. Memorize. So expand and simplify. I will now demonstrate how we apply that with actual examples. First one. This is a plus b, the whole thing squared. So using the formula, that will be the first formula. We are going to square the first term. In this case, it is just a, so we square a. But in our example, instead of a, we have 2x. So I need to square the 2x. In other words, it is supposed to be like this. 2x, you square it. You square the first term, not 2x squared. See the difference. Okay, with the bracket, the square belongs to the 2 as well. So when I expand, this becomes 4x squared. It is not just 2x squared. Okay, don't make this mistake. The next term we have is plus, okay, go back, 2ab. 2 times of the first term multiplied by the second term. So write down the 2 times of the first term. Copy down the first term. The first term is 2x. Multiplied by the second term. The second term is simply 1. Whether you write it or not, doesn't matter. And then we add. The final one will be b squared. You square the second term in the bracket, plus 1 squared. You didn't need to do that also. You can just write 1, because 1 squared is just 1. So in summary, our answer here will be 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. This is expansion using the formula. So if you did not use the formula, you would have to write 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. Then you rainbow, you get 4 terms, then you combine. There will be 3 lines of work compared to this 2 lines. Okay, so try part B by yourself now. Part B. Use the formula that you have just copied down in the previous portion.